Blessings, 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 beloved. I am Mama Pam, aka Pamela Dobson, and I read 7 minutes every day at noon, books on marriages, so you do not have to read. Fighting for marriages in the body of Christ. I've been doing this now for going into my 5th year. Yes, I've been doing it for 5 years. I don't know how many books we read. I just keep on reading. I lost count. Last time I counted, we read about 10 books in 5 years. And this one is coming to a conclusion pretty soon. But anyway, so today this is from the book He Who Finds a Wife by Stephan Labossiere. He Who Finds a Wife. All right, let's get into it. This is the conclusion. A lot of men today don't talk to each other enough. Many may talk sports, hobbies, and women. However, we don't have enough of the deep discussions that helps us grow and evolve as men. Too many of us tend to look the other way when we see our family, friends, and acquaintances behaving in ways that aren't healthy. The reason why no one ever tried to help us, or it could be we just don't feel comfortable taking that position because it is unfamiliar. It's easier to say that that's none of my business, rather than step in and try to direct another man to a better path. Some men may say something, but this needs to happen more often. We need to work together to change this behavior. We need to share positive wisdom with each other and uplift each other. We need to hold ourselves and others to a higher standard and start establishing a better, more effective approach to manhood, communication, and our relationships. When we see other men abandon their children, we need to call them out on it. When we see men being abusive and unloving, we need to get them some help. When we see men ready to fight over nonsense that serves them no purpose, we need to encourage them to take a more peaceful route to resolving their issues. It's time that we start helping each other. And in order to help someone else, we have to be willing to help ourselves. We lead by example. Now, the core of this book is about giving you the tools needed to work on being a better man. By doing this, you can begin to tap into the power you have to create better results in your life and in your relationships. Doing this, you begin to tap into the power you have to create better results in your life and in your relationships. God is at the forefront of everything I've discussed. When you truly accept and begin to implement the principles covered throughout this book, you will set yourself up for greater things in your life and be equipped to make a positive impact on lives of other men as well. You'll be able to act as an example. You'll be a man other men can respect and look up to. When you follow the instructions given here and take the time out to work on your inner self, the result will be greater success in life and the blessings of finding and keeping that wife. The process becomes so much easier when you learn to focus on God first and then you, in that order. Life shouldn't be just about finding any good woman to marry, but about finding the woman God has created especially for you, who will help you on your life's journey. I'm confident in your ability to find her if you take the time to do the work required. Never stop learning, never stop growing. Okay, points to remember. Show desire, not desperation. Desperation reeks of fear and uncertainty. Acting out of desperation is not attractive or to your advantage. Remain confident and express your desire in a positive and effective manner. Chase God, not women. Chasing after women is a huge distraction and steers you off your intended path. Don't allow women to come before God, and you will be able to receive the blessings and the woman that is truly meant for you. Good guys can finish first. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype about women not wanting a good guy. They desire a well-rounded man just as men desire a well-rounded woman. Be open to improving aspects about yourself that will make you the good guy almost any good woman would be happy to have. God is not limited by our logic. Proverbs 3:5 says it best. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. Your logic can only take you so far, while God can take you wherever he wants you to go. I won't always make sense to you. It won't always make sense to you, but God always knows best. Just trust him. Now, what looks good isn't always good for you. This doesn't mean you should ignore the importance of physical attraction. It means you shouldn't allow yourself to be blinded by her shell or her spell. Pay attention to the more essential things, like her ability to be supportive, open up to you, loving, and just providing a source of positive energy in your life. That way, you can notice any red flags in advance of getting too involved. Also remember, just because she's a good person doesn't mean she's the right person for you. Be willing to get God's input before moving forward in your relationship. You need to heal. Don't go another day running from issues. Acknowledge them and face them. And if you don't know how, be open to seeking professional assistance with figuring it out. The longer we hold on to negativity from the past, the more you will experience negative results in your life and in your relationships. Now's the time to change that for good. Be willing to submit. So at the end of the day, God knows better than we do. Trust in him and always seek his guidance first concerning matters of the heart and in all of your relationships. Submission is not just a principle for women, it's also for men as well. Remember to lead by example. Your submission to God will give her an example to follow and make her more accepting of the order of the relationship. That's where we're going to conclude our read for this evening. We've got about 6 more seconds, and we will resume tomorrow. We're just about finished with this book, but now we're going to go into questions and answers, more questions and answers. So this will be interesting, and you may have some questions about something we've been reading, and looks like he's going to take those into consideration, and he's going to answer them. I want to say thank you for being a part of the Smurf ministry, and I want to say thank you for just being a part of, for your contribution to the Smurf ministry. Your contribution that you send to paypal.me/Pamela Dobson, paypal.me/Pamela Dobson, and now we have a cash app. You can send it to $MamaPam23, $MamaPam23. Remember, during this Corona season, we live in faith and not in fear. Stay inside your houses until this be passed. How long is it going to take? It might take a year. So keep your little hindquarters inside until the Lord say this plague is over. We're in the midst of a plague, y'all. Regardless how it came, we're in the midst of one. So until the Lord gives us a release, stay inside. All right. I love you. Bye-bye.